In Amos 4 verse 1, God calls the women of Israel, he calls them the cows of Bashan. And to most of us that wouldn't mean much, but to them it was very cutting, because see, Bashan was a very fertile area, lots of grass, and the cows in that area would have had plenty to feed on, and would have been, you know, if they'd have eaten all the grass that was available, they would have been fat cows. So what God was saying to these people was, you're acting like a bunch of fat cows. And it wasn't because they just had plenty, it was because they were consuming more than they could handle, more than they even needed, and along with that, they were not concerned for the poor and the needy. It says you're crushing the heads of the poor and the needy. And then to the women he says, and then you're asking your husbands to bring you home more. In other words, they were doing great, they were doing well, but along with that, they're completely apathetic to the needs of those around them, to the needy. And so I preached this a few weeks ago, and I showed a picture of the fat cows of Bashan, you know, and I thought I was really using a really good illustration, you know, to convey this idea of not being kind of this fat and happy, apathetic person. And I was talking with my ministry partner, Kurt, here, and who grew up on a farm in Minnesota, and what he was saying was this. He was saying, Todd, he said, cows don't get fat. In fact, that picture you showed, probably a pregnant cow. Cows actually know how much to eat, and so they eat the right amount all the time. They never overeat, he says. And it's not the way that God made them. And all of a sudden, that illustration just became more and more profound to me, because what God was saying was not, you're acting like a bunch of fat cows overfeeding yourself. He says you are acting like something other than what I created you to be. In other words, I created you to consume just the right amount for yourself and to care deeply for those around you, and that others around you get the exact right amount for themselves as well. And he said, when you act like this, when you consume, and you don't care about the needs of those who are down on their luck around you, he says, you are acting like something other than what I created you to be. He said, I did not create you to be this apathetic beast that is all about self. I created you to be this caring, grace-giving, empathetic person that cares about the needs of those around you as well. And it just became a more profound illustration that God created us. God created us to live in community and to care for each other, and not to be something other than who we are, which is a self-consuming, all about me type of a person. God says, my people that call on my name, my people will care for those around them who are in need. And now we have a tremendous opportunity, not opportunity, but calling this weekend to care for those around us in need. May God give you the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the courage to act upon the needs of those around you. Thank God it's Monday.